Hey, good evening, everybody, and welcome to a very special Comic Art Live Spotlight creator feature and art sale with Manix Abrera. We've got special guests, his rep Jiggy Cruz and collector Scott Wingo, or McManix fan, as he's going to be known this evening. So this is something, a New Year's resolution that I'd made, that I wanted to talk to more creators. I've lamented the fact that I get to talk to collectors and dealers and reps of all shapes and sizes, but we don't get to chat too often with creators. So at the end of the year, Jiggy came to me and said, "Hey, you know what? It'd be really fun to maybe do an interview with Mannix." And I said, "That's fantastic. It'd be a great way to start off the new year." And so I'm not going to leave these gentlemen in the green room for any length of time. Let me get everybody in here. Hey, Mannix, Jiggy, and
Hi.
Scott.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year.
Yes.
Hey, everybody. Good evening.
So it's 2022, and this was one of my New Year's resolutions: get more creators on the show, whether we're talking about their art collections or the work that they're doing currently. And so this is great, a great way for me to start off the year. And I think this is an interesting approach to have a collector and a rep and the artist and myself all together. It'll be an interesting format, I think.
Yeah.
Give us a feel for how we can do one of these and continue to do them throughout the year. So Mannix, we've been on screen together many times. I think it's 3 times already, and we've really never got the chance to talk. So this is a great first opportunity. And as Jiggy mentioned, you're the first person in the alphabet on on his crew. So you kind of get to be the guinea pig here for all of us as well. But now, I don't know a lot about you, because the thing is, when I first saw your artwork at Comic Art Live in in May 20.
Yes, it was me.
Yeah, exactly. I was so enamored by it. I had to buy a piece of art immediately. I didn't wait. I beat out Scott to make sure that nobody was going to get a piece but me, and so I was really thrilled to get one. And I think, Jiggy, you told me I was probably one of the first.
You were actually the first, and I mentioned to Mannix, the owner of Comic Art Fans, bought your piece, the very first one, Wolverine.
Thank you again.
I was fortunate. As an ex-fan, that was nice to have a Wolverine piece in there. I remember there were a couple other really great pieces too, and I think Scott might have picked up one of the other ones. Maybe that Doctor Strange that's in your CAF gallery, I believe, was shown then too.
Yeah, I wanted the Spider-Man though, so someone beat me to that. I don't think it's shown up on CAF, so I don't know who the culprit is yet.
Well, Jiggy, what we need to do when you ship artwork, there needs to be a little card in there that says, "Be sure to add your artwork to CAF." That way, Scott and myself.
Good idea.
We've got to work that out. I've never thought about it. I've got to work out some deals with dealers and reps so that we can promote.
I do know some collectors like, nah, I don't want to put it up on. I don't want people to know that I'm the owner of that specific piece.
Well, a lot of people are like that, and that's all right. But so Mannix, I know that the thing is, so I didn't know anything about your artwork and the work that you had done up until I saw that the work that Jiggy had posted. But you've been at this for quite some time, and you also grew up in a very creative environment. I know that your mom is an educator, a historian, and your father was also an illustrator. Or is an illustrator. So can you tell me a bit about your upbringing and how that kind of led you to both the style that you use today with in illustration, but also, how you got on this path?
Thank you again for having me here. Actually, I've been doing comics now professionally for about 20 years. Yeah, it kind of surprised me. But I do comic strips for the newspaper in the Philippine Daily Inquirer. So all of my art styles are more of the cartoony style. I got that from my father, who's a cartoonist. He's an editorial cartoonist also in the newspaper, but he's retired now. But my dad is also a painter. He's a sculptor. He does sculptures, so he does lots of art. So when I did my comic strips, I'll show you some of. Here's my comic book, and these are my comic strips in the newspaper. These are my compiled comic strips already. So you can see that my style is really cartoony and kind of cute. And so when Jiggy asked me to join Next Comic Art, I really wanted to do superheroes, but in my style. And so we saw that it was a really nice mixture of cartoony and cute, and I put in a lot of superhero themes in my style.
Well, I love it. Now, so, I mean, you've been doing these strips for
20 years, yeah.
20 years. I mean, I just can't even imagine having the stamina to work that long on these similar strips that you've been working on. And so what's that like? I mean, as far as a grind, do you, I mean, but you must love it, right? I mean, it's just something that you're passionate about, so it never really feels like work, right? I mean, especially if you've been doing it for 20 years.
Yes, yes. I really like doing comic strips because I really love telling stories. When I do artworks and I do comic strips, the very important thing is I have to tell a really good story. Even if I'm just doing a single artwork, I really focus on the message and the story. You have to the viewer must see something and must get something out of the art, not just wow, it's very beautiful, wow, look at the colors, wow, look at the shading. I want the viewer, hi. It's my daughter.
Aw.
I want the reader and the viewer to see that, oh, wow, there's a really good story happening here. That's what I do also with our next artworks. There are always stories in my illustrations.
Bill and Scott, I wanted to share that Mannix studied in the State University here in the Philippines, like the most prestigious art course, I guess. Correct, man. Don't be modest, Mannix. It's the premier art course.
One of.
Yeah. And his book Kiko Machine Comics was actually his thesis.
Oh wow!
Yeah. My wordless comics was my thesis.
Oh, the word
Yeah,
with
yeah.
12?
12.
No.
14. 14.
Oh wow.
The
Okay.
other one.
That
Yeah,
one.
that 14.
There it
Yes.
is.
All right.
Bill's ready.
That's my master's thesis.
Came prepared. And that was from so 12 was from what, like 2009, and then this is from 2014. So
Yes, I think, yeah.
uh-huh.
That was really hard to do because those comics don't have any words. So I had a really hard but really fun time doing them.
Well, I know you got a lot of with 14. You got a lot of compliments, and there's you won a few awards, and you got some recognition from 14, right?
Yes, yes. I the National Book Awards was one of them. I was
Oh, great.
really grateful for that.
Are those collections of your comic strip, or are those unique works in those books?
No, no, those are unique works.
Okay.
They're
Cool. Can
different
we get
from
those in the
comic
United
strips.
States?
Sure.
Soon.
Very soon. Very soon. We'll make an announcement.
Ah, okay.
Scott, I'll
It
just
will
send
be-
you a copy. Don't worry about
It will be available.
Bill's got the inside source.
Yeah, and a illustration as well. See right there.
Ooh, wow. Nice.
That's called the
Very cool.
Manananggal.
I think I got. Oh yeah, there was one in here as well. So
Yeah. I think
I
that
appreciated getting those.
that was sent together with Wolverine, right?
Yeah. When
Yeah.
you sent it along to me, you included those, and I really appreciated that because that kind of gave me a little bit of background. Because I mean,
Mhm.
again, I thought, wow, Mannix is just now breaking on the scene. As far as I knew, at the beginning, of last year. So no, this was great to kind of give me a little bit of background, and they were great. I mean, I read through both as without any written words, of course, but they were fantastic. I really love them.
Thank you. So big thanks to Jiggy for inviting me to join Next Comic Art.
And it's been a wonderful ride so far with Mannix. In terms of batting average from the roster, like Mannix has the highest one. There are just a little couple more pieces of art left in the site, but maybe after this, who knows? Mannix might be sold already.
But so we have a lot of artwork to look at over the course of span of your career, and we do have a few pieces of art for sale that we're going to be showing off today. I believe we have a total of 6. One of them isn't completed, but will be completed by the end of the month. So when we were talking before the show, what we felt we would do is we'll show some of the artwork from Mannix's career, and then kind of like maybe every 4th to 6th image that we show, we'll show a piece of artwork that we have for sale. Exactly. And that'll just kind of keep it fun, a little interesting. And I would assume, Jiggy, I put together a slide, but I assume the shipping policies are the same for you.
Yes,
They've
the
always
same.
been the flat $50 from the Philippines for shipping, and you combine on shipping if people were to win a couple pieces today. Okay.
That's correct.
So I did put together a slide just to illustrate that. So I wanted to make sure I got it right before I showed it, because
I did find another shipping company, Bill, because
Oh, you did?
UPS has been giving me problems. Like, they don't want to accept packages like going to the US because they're just so stacked with so much mail to deliver. So I had to resort to DHL Express. So that's also
DHL. Okay.
Yep.
Same price though.
Yes.
Okay.
That's what I stick to.
All right. No, that's good then. Well, I should have asked ahead of time. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine.
Slipped my mind, and I was like, all right, I've still got that slide from the last show that we did together. But all right. Well, why don't would you like to maybe have me pull up some of the slides that you gave me, some of the artworks, and we can talk.
You can show the very first piece sold in the US, Bill.
Oh, that's true. Yes, to me. So yeah, this was the piece. Well, there were 4 pieces, I believe, when the Comic Art Live show started, and I saw this one and I just knew I had to have it. I loved it. It's I was blown away by your style, Mannix, and I knew right away that this was a piece. And the thing is, I did a lot of. I went to art school as well, and one of the things that I really enjoyed was paper making, and so for me, I love seeing artwork that's on different non-traditional materials to begin with. And so when I saw the heavy paper that this was done on, just everything about the piece really spoke to me. And I just knew I had to have it, and that's why I bought it immediately.
Thank you. It's actually called khadi paper. It's a cotton rag paper. It's very thick. It really seeps the watercolor. It's very unique.
Yeah, I found it really makes your colors pop in a kind of unique way versus the Bristol board.
Yeah. So, I haven't really tried drawing on Bristol board yet, actually.
Well, this paper is awesome, so it makes a
Thank you.
makes a difference. Yeah. One of the things that appealed to me when I first saw the art, Bill, and maybe you came at it from an artist, but I'm an entrepreneur, and in marketing you have to stand out and be different. And what I loved about your approach is it's just so different than anything else you see. It just like immediately pops, and you're it's not a. We get a lot of the hero on the gargoyle and that kind of thing. So the fact you've got Wolverine smoking a cigar, and he's in the woods. Looks like he just kind of got out for a jaunt, and you got a ooh.
Yeah. That's the story that I was talking about.
Yeah. And you tell a story in your static images too. And now that I've learned you're a cartoonist, it kind of makes a lot of sense because there's a lot of depth to the story you're telling.
Thank you. When Jiggy invited me to draw superheroes, mainly for next comic art, these are the first artworks that I was thinking of. The Wolverine, the Doctor Strange, Spider-Man. What was the other one?
Iron Man.
Batman.
Iron Man. Batman. Yeah, Batman.
Batman. Yeah.
These were the first few images that I really wanted to draw.
Yeah.
Hey, Miguel Mercado's joining us, Mannix. Hey, Miguel.
Oh, thank you.
Hey, Bill, can you pull up my Iron Man real quick? That'll be the only one I wanted to show real quick.
Yeah. Here, let me.
So one of the things to you potential buyers out there about Mannix is there's a meta thing about his art. And I'll show you this Iron Man one. This one blew my mind.
Is meta the in thing now, Scott?
Well, this was meta before meta. Facebook is now called Meta. This is that's the metaverse. I should say everything has a different layer to it. So on this Iron Man, you initially look at it and you're like, oh, what happened to Iron Man? He shrunk down. But then you're kind of like, what if he didn't shrink and he's in a giant computer? And it kind of like made my head explode. And for some reason, I didn't get it until I had the art in my hand. And then I could it kind of clicked conceptually that there was kind of two ways to see this one, in that, Iron Man is like a teeny tiny little Iron Man, or is he actually normal size and he's in this giant computer? And then you're kind of like, well, why? What's he doing? He's got this tiny little plug. Is he turning it on? Is he turning it off?
Yeah.
There's a dial down there that's kind of pegged, and it just really kind of is a lot of fun in that it kind of reminds me of an MC Escher, or what are those machines that can't possibly be built where, the ball falls in the mousetrap, and Bill would know better than I do who that artist is. Yeah, so it kind of reminds me of that.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Almost
Unfortunately, I wish I did. But no, the thing is, and the artwork that I got, this artwork that you got, it's a different approach and a different way that Mannix really views things to me. It's where you see the world around the character, not just focusing in on the character, and that's part of your storytelling, is the work that you put into the environments around the characters. I mean, the Doctor Strange piece with just the abstract shapes that are very
like that one,
cute, like very cubist, if you want to look at it like that, from Picasso's period or anything like that. It's just such a unique and fresh take on the characters and the worlds around them that really make that speak to me in your work. And so I'm sure, like Scott, same thing for you. That's the thing that's really appealing, is the fact that there's so much going on within Mannix's artworks.
Yeah,
it was Rube Goldberg is who I was looking for. So
Rube Goldberg. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I knew it was on the tip of my tongue. Okay, sorry, that's the only one I want to show. Keep going.
There you go, Margaret. Yes, we've got a few in there. All right, very good. All right, let me swing back over here to the other.
I really also enjoy doing vintage drawings, vintage look, vintage feel. That's why all of my superheroes usually tend to look old school. Here you see I really enjoy doing backgrounds, the trees, the mountain. But this was colored digitally. This is colored on Photoshop.
So the work was traditional to begin with?
Sorry.
The line work was traditional.
Yes, the line work is traditional, and then I scan it and then I color it in the computer.
In Mannix, you use brushes, right?
Yes, I mainly use 0.2 paintbrush for my inks, and also different points of sign pen, drawing pen.
Great. Wow.
And I really enjoy dipping my brush in ink.
No, it's a very, very good observation by Tim. But it's true. You see the same things here. The characters are, in some cases, they're the focus, and other parts, the background, the background, their environment, the text on the page and the panel make up the structure. I just love it. Absolutely love it.
I really enjoy drawing
scenes.
Real
life experience.
Almost 90%. You always get lost in the woods.
And if you're using a classic layout here, the 3x3 panels, structure layout here. So what are these two pages from? The Kiko machine?
No, this is, I think, from Smile Magazine. It's an in-flight magazine in Cebu Pacific,
for Cebu
here
Pacific.
in the Philippines. Yes.
Okay.
So I chose these, Bill, because they were all in English. Most of Mannix's strips are in Tagalog. So since we're catering to the Western market, I had to put in the English text.
Yeah, but
we appreciate
some of my comics are really text heavy.
And do you collaborate with anyone, or do you write everything yourself?
I write everything myself. I just recently collaborated with a famous writer in the Philippines this year. Yeah, we made a comic book, but most of the time I really do all of the stories and artworks myself.
It's a lot of work.
Mannix has collaborated with big brands also like Uniqlo. So
Oh,
yeah, some T-shirts and tote bags with Mannix art here in Uniqlo Philippines.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's good that they like my art style also. Very weird art style.
there's another one.
This one I really found funny. Can just share it on Instagram later.
This didn't happen to me, but I hear a lot of people telling this kind of story.
Now, how often do you put these strips out?
This was done monthly, but these trips were a few years back. I think this was 5 years ago or 6 years ago.
But for the newspaper Mannix, it's 5 days a week, right?
6 days a week.
Oh, 6 days,
Yeah,
Wow.
including Sunday. No.
including Saturday,
Okay.
Monday to Saturday.
In the Philippines, do they do a bigger one on Saturday versus the weekly or smaller, or they're all the same size?
In other newspapers, but in my newspaper, no, it's all the same size.
Ah, okay. I know cartooning is like it's a 7-day a week job.
Yeah.
Always a deadline. Every day is a deadline.
Actually, doing comic strips is a marathon. This is the cover to Kiko Machine Comics number 6. It's a cover spread. Yeah. So I really enjoy drawing trees.
Does it say love, Mannix? Is it?
No,
Oh no,
leche.
leche.
It's how do you explain that, Ziggy?
In Spanish,
Kind of.
it's milk, but
Yeah.
in Tagalog, like crap,
Like,
not
yeah,
crap, something like that.
something like that.
Like damn it.
I really focus on the mood for each illustration.
Mm-hmm. No, it's lovely. Now, is this one again? It's digitally painted.
The background is traditional and the line art. The only one that's digital here are the people, the flat colors.
Okay, that's fantastic.
Someone wants to claim, but not yet. We will have the first claim soon.
Yeah, well, actually, we were going to do our first one. I made some notes. I was going to do the first piece of art for sale after D, and this was artwork D in the list.
Oh, okay.
So the timing couldn't be better, I guess. Now, I mean, Ilya does mention that she loves those the pages that you did. Do you sell those originals as well, or is that something that those are your babies and you don't let them go?
A lot are my babies that I
Yeah.
don't let go. But some artworks like this that you're showing, the letter D,
Mhm.
it was exhibited in Gallery Stephanie, I think, a few years ago. Because I also do solo exhibits here in the Philippines, but not superhero artworks.
Mhm.
Once we get to
Focusing,
each bill, I'll show one of the pieces I bought directly from one
yeah.
of Manix solo.
Jiggy always buys artworks in my exhibit.
I can brag that I'm the only guy who's been to each and every Manix solo exhibit.
Yeah, actually,
Manix can confirm.
yeah.
So you're a fan before you recruited him. That's how you.
Yes.
That's how you lured him into your,
Yes.
your web.
Yeah, so thank you.
Sorry,
Jiggy web.
visited and bought a piece from all the exhibits.
Jiggy
Yeah,
always
so
buys
exactly, Scott. That's how I lured
the best artworks in my exhibits.
You said maybe this guy will stop stalking me if I just let him replicate. It's a strategy. It's a good strategy.
Yeah. I did. While I was doing a little bit of research, Manix, before the show, I did come across that gallery, Stephanie, and it seems like
Gallery Stephanie.
yeah. So it looks like a very nice place as far as
Thank
the
you.
art that they represent, and so it's a nice. I mean, I didn't get to check out all of the artists that they had listed there, but I mean, it looks like a fantastic gallery. It's a place I'd love to have, near me, because it's a great resource. So, congratulations for that.
Thank you.
And Jiggy, I'm envious that you have something like that near you that is a resource just to browse. I mean, galleries,
awesome.
people don't, the arts aren't something that get enough attention, especially for gallery spaces. I mean, unless you're in the big cities, right? I mean, I know that being in Manila, that's got to help, but it's just not it's something we need a lot more of. So that's fantastic that you have that.
Thank you.
So Jiggy, is it okay if we go ahead and show the first piece that we were going to do for sale? Okay. And as we've already mentioned, this is going to be claimed in the chat as we normally would do on Dueling Dealers, and we've always done with Jiggy shows. But if you do claim it, we'll make note of it here who's claimed the artwork. But all we request is that after the show, and we'll show Jiggy's email address as well, that you get in touch with Jiggy after the show so you can arrange for payment and take care of the shipping and handling fees and get the art out to you. So we won't. Let's not delay. We can show the first piece of art that we have available today. This is the Hanged Bat from Mannix. Really beautiful piece. I'd seen this a few weeks ago, but this is just fantastic. It's on 8.5 by 11. And Mannix, what would you like to say about this piece?
This is based on the Hanged Man. There was also a Spider-Man version of this, the Hanged Man. I think Scott got it.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thanks, Pat.
Yeah.
When I was doing, sorry, yeah.
Go ahead, Mannix. Go ahead.
Okay. When I was doing Spider-Man, I really, really had to do also Batman, because Batman was also really for this. So the Hanged Bat. I really enjoyed doing this artwork.
So congratulations, Pat, because this is also an unpublished cover.
Thank you.
So
Yes.
a little bit more value for you. Bill, maybe we can show the process. It's not a prelim, but
Let me
study.
switch here. Yep.
Yeah.
Get this.
Pat, what you're gonna love is when you get these, the color and the textures are much deeper than what you're gonna see on the scans. So you're gonna really love this when you're holding it.
Thank you.
So the bat's out of the bag, Mannix. So
Yeah.
Mannix is gonna have this month. In a few days, it'll be out. The Batman the Night, and this was actually one of Mannix's studies for the cover. So congratulations, Pat. Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's a fantastic pickup, Pat. Congratulations on that one. Wow. All right, so we had queued up this image as well, just to kind of go from that sale over to here. So, you said that was interesting though. So this was one of the prelims while you were working up the concept for the cover.
Yes. They asked for 3 preliminary sketches, and this was the third. The first one was the one that got approved.
I was so thankful it was the one approved, Mannix.
Yeah, me too. I put a lot of
But
thought.
Mannix, sorry, a lot of people have been asking, "Oh, I want to buy the cover of the Night," and it's going to Mannix's dad.
Yeah, actually. Yeah, it's a very special artwork for me because I really am a Batman fan. So it's a special artwork for me.
Keeping it in the family. No, that's fantastic. Really, it is. I think that we were. I was talking with Ed Hannigan it's about a month now ago. But I mean, he really loved his work, and he didn't like to sell it, early on. He kept it in the family, and there's pieces even to this day, 20, 30 years later, that he doesn't want to ever sell. Maybe once he's gone, his wife will sell it. You never know. But I really respect that. I think that's fantastic, and the fact that you're giving it to your father, I mean, is what a gift.
There are a lot of
Get your dad on
artworks
calf so we can all enjoy it at least.
That's true.
Yeah, we could.
Papa Mannix.
Mannix should have his own calf account, Bill. I'll tell Mannix to make his account.
No, no. This was also exhibited in Gallery Stephanie. And this is the cover spread to one of my Kiko Machine comic books. And I really enjoy drawing the really small character that's floating here on the right side. My
And what's
goal
this?
was my goal was you the viewer must not see the character first.
What's the size of the original?
This is only bond paper size, 8.5 by 11.
A4.
Yeah.
Wow.
But
It's
Mannix,
my
for a time you were doing all these different like really weird
surreal
background.
landscapes there
Yeah.
because I really I'm also into science fiction and I
Oh, so during
enjoy
that time you
yeah
thought
I really
about sci-fi.
sci-fi and sci-fi background sci-fi. So all of the trees here and the landscape are imagined.
Sorry, it's funny. Johnny McClaskey, like I'm Mannix's long lost father.
No, sorry, Johnny. We know better than that. So for work of art like this, Manix, do you do a lot of prelims or you just kind of free flow? You just pull these science fiction fantasy environments out of your head and just flow with it? Or
Yeah,
how much prep
that's
work do you do?
that's a very nice question. This was actually free flow.
Yeah.
I just have the idea in my head that I want sci-fi background and this little person floating, and I just do it. I do rough pencils and I do the details on in ink already. So I just let it flow. I let the universe help me.
Well, the universe is doing you, not doing you anything but bad. I mean, it's helping you out immensely. I love it. I love the color choices, the palette that you
Thank
use
you,
as well. I
Yeah.
mean, it's really beautiful.
Yeah,
thank
at
you.
first you think you're underwater, and then you're kind of like,
Yeah.
"Is this coral?" And then you see the
There's
little
clouds.
the little person,
Exactly.
and there's clouds.
Yeah.
I still don't see the car. Where's the car?
There's no car.
Oh, okay. I thought you said. Oh,
Yeah.
but
I
what did you say you didn't want people to see initially?
The
The person,
character.
the character. Sorry.
Oh, the character.
The character.
Okay. I thought you said car. Okay. Yeah.
This is also a sci-fi inspired comic book cover.
Now, is there a person over there on the left? Is that
Yeah.
Yeah,
an Aurora Borealis type person?
it's a an homage to old sci-fi books. Where there's a close up of the
So when Mannix
face.
does his solo exhibits, you get a package deal. There's an original art, like an ink version, and there's a digital archive, a
That's
monoprint
blown up.
archive.
Yeah.
That's really huge.
Yes, because most of my covers are colored digitally. So when I exhibit it in the gallery, uh, it's packaged the original line art that's drawn on paper and the one that's colored digitally.
Like, we appreciate you doing the superheroes and all traditional.
Yeah, of course.
I
Visual,
convinced
visual art
Mannix
is the
to do
bane
that.
of the collectors.
Jiggy told me that I have to do it original.
That was good advice.
Thank you, Jiggy.
Of course. Yeah. So Mannix, the blown up digital piece, colored, is maybe what 70 inches.
I think it's
Yeah.
really huge.
But the original is this one,
Yeah, Jiggy got it.
8.5 by 11.
I see.
There.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice.
This is my character.
So I got this from one of Mannix's solo exhibits.
Gallery Stephanie also.
And this was a cover? I think it says on
No,
there.
this is a unique artwork for the exhibit.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
got it. Wow.
So I was really happy that Jiggy got it because this is one of my favorite artworks
From that specific exhibit.
from that exhibit. This is my.
So why would
this-
so I'm curious. Like you said, it was the print that you do is much larger. You know, is that
Yes.
just is it for effect because of the presentation on the wall? I mean, what's the decision behind that? Because I would think normally you wouldn't make it 4 or 5 times larger than the original.
When I was drawing this, I really wanted it huge. I really wanted a huge artwork. So when I was drawing it, even if I was drawing it really small, I really put in lots of intricate details because in my head I'm really planning to blow it up in print after coloring.
So is our little character in the middle there walking through this giant algae
Yeah.
forest of
Yes.
evil creatures?
Berto Mannix.
Yeah, this character is named Bertong Bad Trip in the Philippines. He got quite
Okay.
famous in my comic strips because he's always angry.
Ah, okay.
Angry at big things, angry at small things, angry at anything.
Ah,
Mannix, we have a question from Johnny.
But do
Do
you ever keep your own work?
Yes. I always keep my own work. I collect all the originals. If I sell some of the originals, they're just only a small percent. But all of my originals are always kept here.
So
In my
Johnny, I
studio.
met up with Mannix about was it early November, I think, Mannix. And Mannix had a tote bag with him, and he said, "Oh, Jiggy, I have all my art here with me right now." Everything, and that's when I saw
Almost everything.
when I saw the studies for the Batman cover. Like, I hope this gets approved.
I always bring my current artwork. This is the cover to 12. This is the Wordless Comics, the one that Bill showed.
Mm-hmm.
This was the first cover. This was
Mannix,
the
who has
first
the
printing.
Do you have this?
I should have it, but I don't know where I put it.
Oh no!
I'll try to look for it.
Yeah. So Bill, you've read 12, but Scott, 12 is my favorite work from Mannix. It's 12 short stories, all wordless, and it'll make you laugh. It'll make you cry. It'll make you just think about your life.
Thank you.
yeah, very cool.
Yeah,
I
pretty
can
soon
tell that
we'll
it's got
make
a
an
cool mood.
announcement.
Just from the
Mannix
start.
won't share this, but I will share it for Mannix. Neil Gaiman visited the Philippines at one point, and he did love one of the stories here. Bill, it's the one with the balloon.
Oh, well,
Yeah, here in 12.
that's understandable.
No spoilers here.
Pretty soon, 12 and 14, these wordless comics will be widely available.
Yeah, Johnny, hang tight. It'll be
In a
soon
few
the
months,
US.
we'll make an announcement.
Yeah, I'll definitely share it as well, Johnny. So I'll make sure the word gets out when these are available.
Is this watercolor?
Yes, watercolor.
Please find it, Mannix.
Yeah, I will try to find it. Maybe it's at my parents' house. I'll find it.
All right. Well, that's and that was the original because I know that this was the second printing. So
Yes.
Yep. Okay.
Second print.
So I told Mannix, like, Mannix, if ever the US will have a separate printing, you need to make a new cover for that one, and we'll sell the original art.
It's a very good advice.
There's nothing wrong with that.
So Johnny,
So,
wait for that one.
All right. Well, we got another piece of artwork for
Mhm.
sale. This is kind of the first in a series of 4 different images along the same theme. So let me pull this one up, and this is lot 2. But you don't have to say lot 2; you just have to say claim, and that will do it for you. But this is a Batmobile from the 1940s, priced at $1,000, and it's 9x12 as well. And you know, I love all the illustrations that you did in the series, Mannix, but this one was one of my favorite, just because of the
Thank you.
Batmobile. I mean, how can you not fall in love with that 1940s version?
Very classic.
Right?
Yeah.
I think Robin's eyes are worth the price of admission here.
Exactly.
I don't know what he's thinking, but he's excited.
All right.
Congratulations,
And,
Gabe.
yeah, that Gabe Carino has claimed it. Thank you very much, Gabe.
Thank you.
There was also a question from EC: how many lots will there be tonight? I can tell you that there will be a total of 6. This was the second one.
Oh yeah, 6. Sorry, EC. There's one surprise at the end.
Right. You gave me one just today.
Yeah.
To add into it. Yep. So
This is actually the very first Batmobile that I've seen in my life. So this is a very special Batmobile for me. When I was a kid, I was reading Batman comics. This was his Batmobile then.
So Gabe, just a little trivia for you. Like Mannix, this was Mannix's first like 9x12 fully painted piece, because Mannix's comfort zone is really
Smaller
8.5 by
Yeah.
11 and the smaller pieces. So this one's pretty cool.
yeah,
And the
really.
first one you did, Mannix, for this particular
Yes,
show,
for this
right?
series, yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's
Hard to
Robin
say.
Robin old enough to try.
Well, Gabe, that's
why they're in
pickup.
trouble.
I see Scott just. Yep, Scott's not in the green room. He got disconnected, I believe, but he'll come back. I'm quite certain of that, unless he wants to buy the next lot.
I think
It's like, I got to get out of here so I can pick one of these up. But yeah, so just so everybody knows, yes, that was first in a series of images that you're going to see, and you're going to love them all. I guarantee it. And here we go. Hey, Scott.
I got kicked
Hi.
out.
Sorry about that.
We're actually like a 4-panel comic strip.
Yeah, the layout works much better when there's
Unbalanced.
All right, so let's get back to a few slides here. I could show another one. This is
the
for
14.
yeah, yep, exactly, which I have right here.
I just focused on the rain.
This was your thesis?
Yes, it was supposed to be my master's thesis.
Did you get a good grade?
No, I didn't push through my thesis.
Oh no!
But I did everything. The exhibit, I finished the book. And
Now, when did you have your first exhibition, Mannix? Around what year?
It was for 12 in Pablo.
yeah. Oh, what year's that, Ziggy? For that,
Uh,
I think 2010.
maybe 2010.
2000.
Okay,
Yeah, I think.
it was published in 2009, I believe.
And the story there, Bill. So I had like a side gig with Yahoo Philippines, covering like the geeky scene, and I wanted to talk to Mannix, and I love 12, and it was the exhibit for 12.
Mhm.
So I checked the original art, and then there were like neon green stickers on the pieces. Like, what does this mean? Oh, it means you're selling the pieces. Like, what? Thankfully, my favorite story from 12 was still available. Like, I'm getting this one, and that was the very first Mannix artwork I ever bought.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. So, Bill, it's the frog story from 12.
Oh,
For your information, yeah.
another really good one.
This is from 14. This is from my
14.
collection also. Mannix, is this hell?
I forgot that you had this Jiggy.
Yeah, but it's where all the creatures would gather.
The creatures, yeah. It's kind of an underworld.
Okay, underworld, not hell.
Yeah. This is
Pretty close though.
yeah. This is bond paper size also.
Yeah.
So you've got
Manix, I have a
good
question.
taste, Jiggy. I have to tell you,
Thank
Jiggy,
you.
you've got
Thank
a
you.
good eye. Yep.
Manix, I wanted to ask you for 14. Why did you use like the brown frames instead of black? Was it a decision from you?
Yeah, it's a decision for me because I wanted people to focus more on the darkness of the artworks, of the inks.
Oh, okay.
If
Okay,
the
makes
frame
sense.
if the frame was black, your eyes will get distracted. So you'll dive more to the artwork.
Yeah.
Well, presentation is very important. Let's see what we got here. Another one of those.
Ah.
Wow.
This is also for a cover of my book and also exhibited in Gallery Stephanie. I really had a fun time doing this, but this drawing was really hard to do.
But this was free flow, Manix.
Yes, free flow also. There are a lot of details, and I think it took me a month to do this
Wow.
Wow.
inking and coloring.
It's like Dr. Seuss on a bad trip. You ever
That's
seen
a good
Seuss has some more adult stuff, and it's kind of got like that kind of vibe.
That's a very good exhibit title, actually.
No, I was thinking something similar on that that first piece of yours, Jiggy, with those kind of amorphous shapes. I mean, those
Yep.
are very similar to a Seuss tree or plants and things, and you can kind of see those similarities here. I mean, but yeah, quite the imagination, man. This is great.
Thank you.
You have to come up with Seuss with names for all these things, like Boflers and Bong Googlers.
This was also inspired by scuba diving because sometimes you go diving. Deep
Oh, I never
sea.
knew that. Really? Where do you scuba
Yeah.
dive?
Usually Anilaw.
Oh.
Nag-scuba ka rin ba? You also do
No, I
scuba?
don't.
Do you have a barrier reef
Next
off the Philippines that you dive on?
There's
It's got kind of a barrier reef kind of a vibe to it.
Tubataha.
Horizons.
There's Tubataha Reef in Palawan.
Scott, there are
We-
over 7,000 islands here in the Philippines. So choose whatever diving spot
Yeah.
you want.
Yeah.
So this was
Michael
inspired
Mackenzie
by
says like a
diving.
doctor or a good trip, Mike. Wait, Mikhail, you've been to Cebu? Wow.
Wow. Yeah, Cebu has lots of good diving spots.
I've never been diving. I
Yeah.
don't know if I could do it.
Yes, you could.
Somebody would have to hold my hand, I believe.
Manix will hold your hand, Bill.
when you scuba dive, it's not a requirement that you know how to swim.
It's not?
Yes, because you have a vest that's you can inflate it, you can deflate
Oh,
it.
true. Okay. I can swim. I'm just I like being at the surface more than underneath
More
the
than
waves.
under. This is a unique artwork for Gallery Stephanie.
And it was also the time from the previous colored ones, Manix, right?
Yes, the sci-fi inspired landscapes.
Scuba Con, Florida.
Mikhail. But yeah, these are fantastic. I mean, I love the superhero art, but I love this as well. I mean, if you ever make any of these available, put me on the list because I'm, as you guys know, I mean, I've talked about it a lot. I'm a huge science fiction fantasy fan, and so I love works of art like this. So
I'll make
Sometimes,
some
Bill,
for
I can ask
for
the
next comic
gallery.
art.
They have like unsold Manix stuff, I believe.
Yeah, please
so I
do.
can check, yeah.
Mhm.
No, that'd be great. Really.
Thank you. I enjoy drawing little astronauts. This is
This
also
is
for
what
Gallery Stephanie.
this is what made me want to talk to you about next comic art, Manix. So
Wow.
Manix can do superheroes, I think. Yeah, and he can.
Yeah, because grade school and high school, I had a lot of superhero comics.
This one reminds me of the Matrix.
Yeah.
Yeah, because of the people in bubbles. When I was doing this, I was thinking everyone could be a superhero. That
Ah,
was my thesis in my head when I was drawing this.
Well,
nice.
they're all watching the superhero. That's great.
People are ready to claim, I think.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've M was
It's
the end of the
time.
next ones. Yes, it is time. So let's get the third artwork available this evening up on the screen. So this is lot 3. And here we go. So here's lot 3. It's $1,000. This is this is the Batmobile from 1966.
Really,
You got the same eyes on Robin as we had in the last one. It's 9 by 12 as well.
And said Batman's gonna drive this one.
yeah.
Yeah, you learned from that last one.
And you get a
really
cool
enjoy-
Mannix machine over on the left there.
I really enjoy drawing their faces, their expressions.
Oh yeah, the Manix machine.
I like the capes and how they're behind them there.
Yeah, the colors for this one's really well done.
Thank you.
And they're more vibrant than you can see them on the screen, right? Right, Scott?
Mhm.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, it's the paper and the way it absorbs the ink. It gives it like a depth that's hard to kind of articulate through a scan.
Manix is also Caddy paper or different?
No, this is different, but it's kind of like caddy paper, but there
Okay.
are no. The edges are straight.
All right. Well,
People are
I haven't
thinking
got
about it.
Yeah. Well, it'll still
Yeah.
be available at the end. I'll
Mhm.
definitely show any of the pieces that don't sell when we get to the end of the show. So let me pull that one off there, and let's look at some more artwork. So is this another one of the gallery pieces?
Yes.
Yeah. I like how you have it's like a Where's Waldo type of thing. Like
Yeah.
you need to find the character.
The characters.
Yeah, I see two little
For this
characters.
one, it's the astronaut Manix, right?
Yeah, these are two astronauts. In my head, the stories. They're two lovers lost in an alien world,
Oh,
and they finally find each other after a long, long, long time.
nice.
That's my story. That's the story in my head when I was doing this.
This is like a Twilight Zone where they each think they're the only person left alive.
Yeah, that's very good.
So if you have any questions for Manix, just put them up on the comments. Or Scott, like as a McManix fan.
How long does a piece like this take? Because you said you
This,
use a 2-point brush, so I'm imagining, this takes quite a while.
maybe about 3 to 4 hours. to do.
Okay.
But before I do this, I there's 24/7 just staring at the sky and thinking what to draw next. I'm just thinking what will I draw next. That's the hard part. The drawing part is easier compared to that.
Yeah, with the Batman piece, we saw a little bit of your process. For something like this, do you just start drawing and it just flows out, or do you work on the layout first and do some roughs and then get more and more detailed?
I think about first. I think about it. What would I? What would the angle be? What would I like to draw? And just I I sketch it in a little notebook and then I draw it in the paper.
But I've noticed you've done some Star Wars pieces. One of the ones I have is this really nice set of Darth Vader, and then Luke's Luke's hand and the lightsaber, and then Luke with kind of
And
a
then
shocked
Luke's
face.
hand. Yeah.
What are you? Do you like all the Star Wars films, or are you original trilogy, or where are you
I
in the
like
Star Wars fandom?
I like the original trilogy.
Got it.
Yeah, and I really like that scene. Yeah.
Yeah. Have you seen The Mandalorian?
Mandalorian, actually not yet.
Okay. If you like original trilogy, you'll like Mandalorian and the.
Okay.
I don't know how they roll it out internationally, but we're now doing Book of Boba Fett, and we're 2 in, and I've enjoyed that.
Oh, you like it? You like it, Scott?
Yeah,
I
Boba
think
Fett
it's-
backstory is kind of
Yeah.
It's been the first one was kind of questionable, and then the second one blew my mind. It had like a lot of really weird stuff, very Mannix-esque. I think you would like it.
Manix, I'll lend you my Disney Plus account so you can watch.
Ay, sige. Thank you.
We got some questions. So, Mikhail, who actually commissioned the Galactus piece from you, Manix, asked,
Thank
what's
you.
your favorite space opera?
2001 Space Odyssey.
Okay. From EC Harris, what artists are your influences?
Bill Watterson of Calvin and Hobbes.
Okay.
It's really my idol. also Gary Larson on the far side.
Ah, of course. Yes. So,
This is sige.
go ahead. You kept this one. You're not selling this one, right?
Yes, this artwork I kept for myself. This is the High Priestess. This is based on the Rider Waite Smith tarot deck. And so last year I did a whole tarot deck for Gallery Stephanie. Yeah, so I illustrated all the cards, all 78 cards. And this the High Priestess I kept for myself because this is my favorite card. It represents
So,
creative spirit.
Manix and I wanted to surprise Bill and Scott for Christmas and New Year. We're sending you a deck of Manix's tarot
Yeah.
tarot cards.
Oh, very
Oh
cool.
wow!
It's a complete
Can't
tarot
wait.
card set.
Thank you.
Yeah, these are neat. How many? I'm totally ignorant about tarot cards. How many are in a set?
78.
73?
17.
78?
78.
78.
78.
78
cow.
cards.
Right. Wow.
These are they're just small. I drew them really small.
Scott, I'm also not into the tarot decks, but I'm into the Manix arts.
Yeah.
You'll love it. You'll love it.
Yeah. I look forward to telling Bill his fortune.
And
You'll be recovering from COVID soon. You will move to Florida.
It's exactly what I wanted to hear.
You will be in a blue room with cute curtains.
Oh, I'm just trying to figure out what color to paint my new office down in Florida when I get there, because it's beige. Like everything else in Florida, that's like the color to paint any newish home is. Every interior room is beige. They absolutely have no taste down there. I mean, I think they expect the accents you put in the room to kind of set it off. So I'm not sticking with that. I don't want to go with purple like I've got here, but it's gonna be something a little different. All right, let's see. I like this one. This is great.
Yeah,
This is a commission from one of the viewers here, actually.
Yeah.
This is really
And
fun
it was
to draw.
when we opened Manix's commissions, the first two commissions were this one and Galactus. So, are they talking to one another? But I do love the Galactus Easter egg in this one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I see it now. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool.
Yeah, this is such a great piece.
There was also a Galactus piece commission that I really enjoyed drawing. I just drew Galactus really small and he's eating. Crunch, 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 crunch.
Mikhail has that one.
I really enjoyed drawing that.
Didn't you get a
It should
commission
be
for
on this
like
cap.
a big X-Men, like with like 10 or 20 figures or something? Am I remembering that right? Was that the
Yes.
X-Men? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we may.
I did really small characters of the X-Men.
Yeah. Yeah, but that one looked really cool framed. I don't know if the owner decided to frame it, but kind of putting them all in their own little box in a
Yeah.
frame.
There, Mannix. Michael Mackenzie has this one.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right. And I was actually, this is kind of a transition piece because we're going to be looking at several pieces of art in a row. So I was going to go ahead and show another piece of art for sale now.
Oh,
If that's all right with everybody, pull that out. And so the next piece is going to be the fourth lot of the evening. And let me get that on the screen here. So this is lot 4. It's $1,000 as well. It's the Batmobile from 1989.
yes.
A classic Burton vehicle there. So this is on 9x12 as well.
Yeah, this is my favorite from the series.
Yeah, this was always the car that you just felt
Yeah.
was just a
Yeah.
little too big, but it looked great.
And sexy.
Oh yeah. Sorry, just reading through that. But yeah, no. So this is a really nice one. Different, a lot more ink on this one than the other pieces. But again, a great image of Batman there, and a classic vehicle.
Very cool.
I kept
Get
the
a little hint of
colors.
the engine underneath the window there. Is that what I'm seeing?
Oh
I
yeah.
kept the colors really minimal here. Just red, yellow, and blue.
There you go. Derek says it's the car. Chicks dig the car. It's true.
Yeah, chicks dig the car. So we'll let that simmer.
Yeah, I was just gonna say it's that'll still be out there. We'll show it again before we end the show. So next up is there's several images for this next piece. So let's just go ahead and show it off. This similar to that X-Men piece that you were mentioning, Scott. This which I think is still up on Next Comic Art, so people can see it even though it's sold. But this is an awesome set with the Infinity.
Manix's biggest commission ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are
This
great.
is bigger than the X-Men. The X-Men was
Smaller one.
wasn't really a commission.
No, it was not.
The X-Men was really small. This is these artworks are bigger per piece.
So are these like 3x5s or what are we looking at here?
No, these are A5.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah. A5.
The gauntlet is A4.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it took 3 months to do this.
Ooh, I like that Spider-Man. I like your Spider-Man and Hulk on this one.
Yeah, the Spidey one's really
So
nice.
hi.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'd like to see this thing framed up.
Yeah.
Oh, it's been
No.
framed, Bill.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Framed
I think it's on the
beautifully.
inside. I can just send you a photo.
Oh, I'd
But
love to see it. Yeah.
It's huge. Wait, let me pull it up.
How about can you zoom in on the Hulk, Bill? What's his facial expression?
It's a little blurry.
Okay.
I don't think that was one of the detail. I have a few. I do have a few of the detail images here, but not that one.
Okay.
See, but I like that Thor right there. You know, I'm a big fan
Yeah.
of Thor too.
Oh, that's cool with the
These
colors.
are the
Wow. It's a very lucky commissioner.
Yeah.
That's what you said. I'll have one on my list. And they said, give me all the Avengers and Thanos and the Gauntlet.
this is
this
the
is
frame.
the
This is the frame.
Oh, wow. It's way bigger than
Oh,
I
wait.
thought it would be.
The person here
Oh,
is
wow.
I think he's 6 feet tall. Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Dang, that's amazing.
The gauntlet's really nice. with
Yeah.
the lines of the colors intersecting, and
Thank
great.
you. Yeah, I really like Thanos'
Yeah.
post here. Come and get me pose.
Yeah. That was the last one you did,
Yeah,
man.
this is the last one. Howard the Duck.
Great eyes. The little duck feet.
We got Hawkeye. Very good.
This
And
is
he's on a
really-
bullseye. Did you see he's on a bullseye?
Yeah.
Bill?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. There's always a clever like second thing that hits me after I look at it for a second.
Yeah. It does.
And yeah, there's a Spidey.
Yeah,
Oh
Spider-Man.
yeah, that's good.
Yeah, that's really nice.
I like your noodly arms and legs. That's cool.
I love it too.
There's a cartoon on Nick at Night or something where they have the little cartoon arms. Do you know what that is, Bill? You're more of a cartoony guy than I am.
But I don't have Nick at Night, unfortunately. I don't have cable,
Okay.
so I can't
Yeah.
say I've
I'm
watched
sure in the
that a long
comments.
time.
I'm sure Marcus knows.
Marcus does know all.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah. Yes. Spidey's been indulging in hostess. All right. Now, hey, this I was actually going to switch over and do another art for sale piece. Now, this is the one that is unfinished. So I just grabbed some image off the internet to illustrate the vehicle for this one. I mean, Mannix, is there a prelim to this that you wanted to show before I show the image that I show?
No, not yet.
Okay,
Not yet.
so then we'll just
It's
tell
okay,
you what
sure.
it is. So
Yeah.
we'll just tell you what it is, and my image will have to do, and and then you'll have to just put your imagination to it. But this is the fifth lot. It's going to be the tumbler version of the Batmobile. It will be a 9x12 as well, just like the other three that we've already shown, and it will be completed within the next 3 weeks to get it done before the end of the year. So there will be a tumbler version if you would like to pick one up, and that's $1,000 as well, like the previous three.
We need Berkey to do his Christian Bale.
Yeah, that's true. That would be pretty funny. But yeah, that was the best Tumblr image I could scam at the last minute. Let's see.
good.
Yeah, Bane with Robin eyes. It's possible, Mikhail. It's definitely possible. So yeah. So if
we
anybody
could
wants
put
it, yeah, I thought the Bane was a good reference in this one.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's still out there if you want to get it, and I'm sure if these end up not getting picked up, they're going to end up on the website, right, Jiggy? So
Yep.
one way or another, they will be out there for everyone. And we know the cover of the first DC published artwork by Mannix is not going to be available. So these are about the best you're going to get for at least the time being. All right, so I thought I'd switch over right to a Batman and Robin image as well. Now, was this a commission?
No, this
No.
was one from San Diego online
Oh,
during
great.
that time. But this was actually sold during NYCC. And the thing is, once you buy a Mannix piece, you tend to get more. So this particular person, this was his first Mannix piece, and then shortly after, got a commission, got several other pieces. So yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
You know how that goes, right, Scott? Once you get one.
I do, yeah. It's like he's reading my mind. I was like, well, the only way I'd buy more is if there was Star Wars. And like, then there was a
He's watching.
Star Wars.
Yeah, Scott has a pending commission from Mannix, which we don't want to say what it is, but once
Yeah.
it's done, yeah.
It's
We'll
it's
share
an
it with
exciting commission.
Joe,
And,
they will be on nextcomicart.com.
there you have it. Yes, I didn't put the URL at the beginning of the show. I'm sorry about that. But yeah, nextcomicart.com is where you can check out all the artists that Jiggy reps, not just Mannix, but yeah, that's what I built the site for you. It's
Yes.
been doing all right. So hey, and
It's been
just
a year.
as a plug, hey, now because you did just mention San Diego and New York Comic Con. Now, which show do you sell the most art at? Do you think you sell it
Definitely
more?
Comic Art Live.
Definitely Comic Art Live. All right, I just wanted everybody to hear that because I don't get
No
the props
joke,
that
no joke.
Comic Art Live does not get the credit that it deserves for moving artwork. And I always enjoy hearing that. I'm so glad it's worked out really well for you, Jiggy.
Made the best decision partnering with Bill.
I love it. That's yeah. I wish I worked with more people. I mean, as for reps and just straight up art dealers, just because I think most people don't really know how positive CAF can be as an influence for art sales, and the work that we've done with the live show and everything has really changed things a lot. I think for people that work with me, that's for certain. So.
Yeah, the
Thanks,
best
Bill.
feature. So everyone go get a premium calf, and then you enter in your keywords, and then when these folks upload their art, you get an alert, and you can kind of be one of the first ones to discover when new art has been uploaded. It gives you a little bit of an edge, which you really need in this hobby.
Very true. And yeah, everybody the dealers and reps that I work with are the ones who get the immediate push. More than anyone else, and the premium members get those notifications right away. I did a site for a dealer last year, and this is a dealer who's been around for 25 years. And after his first art drop, he called me, and he's like, and I'm like, oh boy, here we go. He's going to yell at me. And he's like, Bill, I don't know why I waited so long. Everything sold in the first 5 minutes, and I know it was because of everything you said. The announcements getting pushed out through to premium members with the alerts and everything. So yeah, but that's nice to hear, because you don't get how it goes, Scott. You usually are only told when things aren't right, not when things go well. So that was one of the best things that anyone's ever said to me, outside of you, Jiggy, when you told me how well things were for you as well. It's just nice to hear it, to know that these things do well for everybody.
Ooh,
yeah, this is nice.
These are the Star Wars set. In the future,
a
I'll
great
make
Falcon.
more. In the future, I'll make some more Star Wars artworks.
Book of Boba Fett, Mannix, once you're done watching it.
Okay.
Yeah, we need some Mandalorian. We need some Mandalorian armor, Jiggy style. Love the gradient of the blue on the Valken there. That's really cool.
Yeah. So a lot of times, Mannix, when you're sitting down to do work like this, I mean, do you kind of have a theme in mind? I mean, because I know that you've done these kind of triptych images in the past. So is that just something that you see going into doing these?
There's some days there that I just write. I write here in my notebook. I think of ideas, things to do. This is a mix of my comic strips, and there are a lot of artworks here for next comic art pieces that I would want to draw next. Yeah, so there are a lot of artworks in line.
Sure.
For the Star Wars one, Mannix just surprised me for this one. Like, Jiggy, I made a set of like, what? Yeah. Hey, Marcus, you're absolutely right. It's the Book of Mannix.
Let's see, next over here. So here we finally have gotten to the
we're here. We've got
cover in question. So what was the overall size on this one, Mannix? And
it's also 8.5 by 11.
Okay.
Is it with you, Mannix, or is it with your dad already?
Yeah, it's with me, pa. It's still here. I'll show you.
I've never seen the completed one, by the way.
I'll show you.
Yeah.
Here's the original artwork.
Making us all jealous.
Oh, cool.
These are all the notes that I write to myself when I'm drawing.
It's amazing.
The words on the stairs, is that like part of the story, or is that something you
Yes.
just
It's the stages of grief.
okay?
Yeah, so
Yeah, I
shock,
see.
pain, anger, depression, and I put on hope. The last.
Nice.
It's good that this got accepted by DC.
Yeah.
Wow, that's beautiful.
So we got an email from Ben Abernathy, the editor for the Bat books, at 2:30 a.m. Manila time. I woke up, Mannix. You gotta reply to this email right now. And
Yeah, I think
started from there.
we just had 2 weeks, di ba, to finish
Yeah.
it.
And Mannix worked on it right away. And you can get this now on Sanctum Sanctorum Comics and Oddities.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't put the link in the show description, but I had it in the mailing today. I'll make sure that I add it into the show description as soon as we're done here, so people can pick their own copy up.
Scott Evans, do you mind commenting the site for Sanctum? Scott works at Sanctum.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should have bookmarked it.
I
Yeah,
put
Scott.
it out there. Yeah.
Oh, you did? All right, great.
Yeah. We got plenty of Scots here on the job.
But yeah, no,
Yeah,
this
this
is
one's-
great.
this
Congratulations, Mannix. I mean, this is a
Thank you,
what
thank
a
you.
book to start. To get your first cover on. So
Thank you.
this is phenomenal.
We wanted to do this like 2 weeks ago. It was supposed to be the reveal, but
Yeah, I
Mannix now
apologize
is
for
on
that.
press tour here in the Philippines, doing interviews for the news networks.
Yeah, because a lot of them were surprised that my cartoony style got accepted for Batman.
Well, but they
Well, we
should-
hope to see more. Yeah, so this was the pitch.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, this is the penciled artwork.
Mikhail's-
I do my inks directly on my penciled page. So this page is already inked.
Oh, really?
Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's great.
Are you gonna sell this?
So there's no prelim, man. This is the one, right?
Yeah, this is the one.
Oh, this is the one.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought it was a separate. Okay.
Because we could have sold the prelim.
Next time, make a different ink page.
Yeah, that's beautiful. I can see why they because you had said that the other image, one of the other images was the hanged bat pencil one.
Yes.
This has a really neat symmetry to it with the circles and the stairs and how it draws your eye up into the Batman.
Yep.
Yeah.
Chris Snorrick would have a much more elegant way of describing it, but
Yes. Oh man, but yeah, this
very
is
cool.
great. Here we go.
Oh, this is another cover for Image. So Junibaz Monkey Meat #1, also from Sanctum Sanctorum as a retailer exclusive. But
This is
yeah,
like
Mannix has
my
been doing the Western comics already.
this is like my previous sci-fi artworks. If you remember.
I like the little guy sitting on the rib. It's almost like a slide, and then there's
Yeah.
another
Yeah.
one, 2 ribs down, kind of like poking out. It's funny.
Yeah.
I
You-
just made it.
Oh, the
fun.
retailer got the original art for this one. Sorry, guys.
Well, someday we collectors will have the opportunity to own some of these covers.
Yeah.
Know it. No, but that's good. At the end of the day, patronizing the people who are supporting you or who are giving that piece to your father. I mean, I think that's the right thing to do, right? I mean, you're really just getting started, Mannix. I mean, as far as your career,
Thank you.
there's going to be plenty of opportunity for Scott and myself and many other collectors out there to pick up original published pieces. And then I can tell you, there's going to be a lot of people anxiously awaiting that opportunity when it comes up.
Thank you.
I can't wait for Image to give you your whole own comic. Then we can buy full issues
Right.
from Jiggy. Jiggy, we'll talk about it. Mark me down for first complete issue. And Bill has a cover original art of himself. How about that?
I do.
Did you guys know that? Talk about meta.
Vampirella.
Yeah, Bill and Vampirella.
Yeah, the Vampirella cover. Yeah.
Do you have it, Bill?
I
The
do,
original.
but I've actually got it stashed away at the moment. I haven't even had a chance to put it on my calf gallery yet. So hopefully this week I'll have some time. I scanned it before the holidays, and then I just couldn't get to it. So, but it's an amazing piece.
Wow.
So this was actually the last piece that we had to show. So I have one more piece of art that we brought today that we.
This is a surprise.
Yeah, it just came in today. So. Let me get this one
I
queued
just
up
finished it yesterday.
All right, here you go. This is lot 6. It's $300. It's on 6x8, and this is Spider-Man, and it's No Way Home. Yeah, he's
Spider-Man
relaxing.
meme.
No Way Home.
Yep, love the colors on this one. This is beautiful.
Thank you.
And if I look at the claims, let's see. Marcus got the claim in just ahead of Mikhail and Johnny and EC.
Congratulations, Marcus.
Nope, that's a great pickup. Congratulations, Marcus.
Thank you.
Congrats, Marcus.
So I wanted to share, like, I commissioned this from Mannix, and
Oh, wait.
I have this.
Oh,
Sorry, guys.
that's the meme. That's
It's
awesome.
a meme, but yeah. So Mannix will do like a meme collection of Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Yeah. So that's just the tip of the iceberg for Marcus. But
Nice.
Marcus has a really nice Spidey piece. Thank you for getting that one.
Thank
That's a
you.
beauty.
Yeah.
And anybody who's followed your updates on the site, Jiggy, knows that everything pretty much sells immediately. So these are really nice.
Especially for Mannix.
Yeah, for Manic. Oh, I meant I'm sorry, I meant for Manic. Well, for another.
And for the others also.
Yeah, but so they're hard to come by. So these are really unique opportunities, and I'm glad that you guys were willing to do this on a show, like this. And so why don't we just show the other, those 3 pieces once again, so people know which ones didn't sell and what will eventually be on the website. So let's see here. Get the second Batmobile that we showed. So the 1966 Batmobile is still available at $1,000. If you don't get it here, it'll be going up at Next Comic Art.
Not, I'm gonna buy it.
So yeah, just that's how it goes. And so this is lot 3. Lot 4, of course, was the '89 version of the Batmobile, and it was $1,000 as well. Tim Burton classic here, and it's a very cool Batmobile.
Wait, Pat has a claim. Pat, can you tell us which one?
Oh, yep, I see. Yeah, just let us know if it was 3 or 4, Pat.
Or 4.
And but no. I've always loved this vehicle, even though again it was so unrealistic to see it driving down the Gotham streets.
Those fins, yeah.
Exactly. And let's see. Yep, one more. Oh, and that's the one. Then this is the one that's not done, but it will be the Tumblr version. So,
But Mannix will still do it either way. So once it's done, we'll just post it. Or you can reserve it now. All right, Bill?
Exactly. However it takes. So Pat, we just need to know which one of those you wanted to claim, and we'll mark it down for you, whether it was the lot 3. I can show them up there again in case you weren't. It was either lot number 3 or lot number 4. So just let us know
3.
which one. Oh, 3. Okay, very good.
Adam
Thank you.
West.
Oh, that's a good one, Pat. All
Congratulations,
right.
Pat.
Yep, fantastic. 2 pickups tonight. Thank you very much, Pat.
Thank you.
And I'll show this again so everybody knows. We want you to email Jiggy this evening or this afternoon or morning, wherever you're watching the show, at nextcomicart@gmail.com. When you do that, let them know which piece or pieces you've picked up tonight, and definitely include your mailing address complete so that Jiggy can get all that stuff set up and get an invoice sent out to you right away.
Yeah. Joe P, since you asked, email nextcomicart@gmail.com and I'll talk to Mannix. He's busy right now, but yeah, we'll see. Let us know.
Well, this was a lot of fun. This worked
Thanks,
out
Bill.
great.
Thanks, Scott.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, thanks, guys. Yeah, it was cool to hear your backstory, Mannix. I didn't know you did
Thank
all
you.
the cartoon strips and everything. Yeah,
Yeah, thank you.
it all makes sense now that I know the backstory.
and the influences, right? I mean, who would have, that would not have been where I was would have said, but it makes sense, right? I mean, because of your comic strip
Cartoonist
background. Yeah, exactly. And please do let me know when these are available in the States, so I can.
Yes.
I'll do everything I can to plug it and get the
Sorry,
word.
Bill. Mikhail asked a question about 12 and 14 about complete stories.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, Mannix, I think everything's been sold, right? 12 and 14.
Yeah,
The
some
story.
stories I kept for myself.
Yeah.
Others
Story
have
1, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Others have been sold.
Belongs to Mannix.
The good ones are with Jiggy.
Yeah. The 14 one I'm proud of, and 12 and 14 the stories I really wanted, like I got them. It was my first complete story.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Very nice. Well, again, thanks everybody for tuning in this evening, and Jiggy and Mannix and Scott. I mean, this was a lot of fun. We definitely should do it again sometime. And Jiggy, I know we'll be doing other shows.
Yeah, with another artist.
Yeah. No, this has been great. So thank you everybody for tuning in tonight. And I think as this show really did do real well, so I guarantee you I'll be doing more creator shows in the future. So again, thank you so much everybody tuning in, and especially to Jiggy and Mannix for getting up early and doing the show, and Scott for staying up late, hanging out with us.
Oh, this is a much
Thank you.
better time for us, Bill. It's close to lunchtime.
Oh, you don't like going on at 1 a.m. in the morning?
Yeah.
Last time you were really sleepy.
Last time was
All right. Well, we
But
can
it was
switch.
really fun.
I've always kind of liked doing shows on the weekend just because it kind of expands the audience opportunities. But if this works better for you guys, we'll do them during the week at 9 p.m. my time. So I'll work with whatever works best for you guys.
Yeah. Cool.
All right.
Thanks so much, guys.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye,
you
everybody.
again.
Have a
Happy
good
New
night.
Year.